wish I could turn into a monster like he does. At least I'd be of some use to my friends.
Luke is still in the battlefield, fighting my father as we speak. So what are we waiting for? I should be fighting Kaido as Odin!
If his power seems to be waning. But for some reason, he's in very high spirits. That's good. Oh! Wait, I don't understand. How can you tell?
If you're talking about One Piece, where can I watch it, or where can you watch it? I have a Crunchyroll subscription, and so that's where I watch all of the One Piece. Some of it's in Japanese. I don't know why. I can't believe I had 12. That's crazy. 12 people. Ah, cool. Yeah, I do that. I watch a lot of the pack openings. All the, I guess the Whatnot guys. But yeah, it's last week of the year is usually pretty dead for me for work. So I was telling JJ here that I'm just testing out 16. That's a record for tonight. I'm just testing out the live streaming feature right now because once we hit 500 subs, we can do a massive pack opening live stream. And so I've never live streamed before, so I'm testing it out tonight. And it's been pretty cool. People are actually engaging and tuning in, and so we'll see. But yeah, I just had it set up on One Piece because I'm just sitting here editing videos and got this started. And I was like, well, people want to tune in and chat and watch some live stream for a little, or watch some One Piece for a little bit. That'd be cool. Yeah, it is. It's my first attempt at it. So tonight I was just testing with it. I wasn't actually expecting to sit here and chat with people, but it's pretty cool. And I see red. It's got a crown next to you with number 1. I have looked into the top fan things a little bit. So you are a top fan of the page, which is pro 50 experience. I don't know how that works, but that's really cool. So I was telling a buddy of mine this a couple weeks ago. Just how cool it is. The channel's just got a couple people who are consistent, like Red. And I was like, it's just so cool to have just people follow along your channel and what you're doing. And I was like, it's really cool, even if it's just 1 or 2 people. It's super cool. And this was all started because of my daughter. We always watched all the vendors at the card conventions and pack openings on YouTube. And she's like, can we make a YouTube account? She didn't say that. She's like, can we open packs? And I was like, you want to record it and make videos? And she's like, yeah. Just being active in chat, you'll get a crown. And she was like, yeah. So I was like, sure, let's do it. Why not? That'd be a fun thing for us to do. And a month into it, I was like, dude, this is so fun. I love doing this. And Red, I don't know. Actually, no, I haven't posted it yet. It's coming out in 2 days. But since we got people in here, I'll tell you guys. You'll get a little sneak peek. On New Year's, tonight I opened up a mini tin from Black Bolt and White Flare, and I found it at Walgreens. And in the Black Bolt pack, pulled a SIR Curium. And so that video will be posted on Thursday, so be a lookout for that. JJ, I do mostly Pokemon TCG stuff. I do openings, I show cards. Most of my long form content right now is just new product openings and just showing what we get. But in 2026, I think I was mentioning this earlier, I'm getting the studio room set up with a desk and some lighting and just a whole setup, so I can do more long form content and specifically start getting into how to use TCG to make money fast, or how to invest, mostly as an ordinary guy, because I'm not like all these guys, most of us, who could just be like, oh, $10,000 card, I want it. Oh, this. So I want to make, oh, you're all good, Red. Just thanks for tuning in, man. So I want to make videos on my strategy on how I'm making money, and how other people can do that, just being ordinary people. And what kind of got me started on that idea was I got into some, or I didn't, but some stuff came up in my life where I needed some quick cash. And I was like, well, I got my cards, and I had cards getting graded, and it was a great way to make some quick cash, as hard as it was to let those. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it so much. Make sure I will put out an announcement and everything about the live stream with the pack openings. So just keep tuning in the channel. All that'll be out there as we go along. And Happy New Year to you. Stay safe. Man, this is so cool. But yeah, so I'm just trying out new ideas and seeing where the channel goes. But that's kind of where my projection is, and my ideas right now is I want to get, I want to talk about like how to make money and invest with it as an ordinary person. And I'm also a single dad, so another way to do that as just like an ordinary person with a normal job, and ways to go about that financially. I love finances. I love financial stuff. So I think it's a great way to get people talking back and forth on like, hey, here are my ideas. What kind of ideas do you have? Blah, blah, blah. So peace, Red. But yeah, any other questions, JJ? Or you just got, or are you still in here? I see one person still in the chat. 3 likes, come on. I might start doing this a little bit more, because this is fun. This is really fun. Yeah, hey, so let me show you, since I got you, if you got time, let me show you the cards that kind of got stacked away right now. This is what I got for the big 500 sub. So right here is our giveaway ETB that we're just about to do. But I got an ETB, I got a couple booster boxes, I got a 10 in the Kangaskhan there right now. And then here's our little studio setup. So this is where I do like the pack openings and all that. So that's all right there. But yeah, this is my little studio room. And those are all the, yeah, I think I got 40 packs total out of all. I think I got like 26, 27 Phantasmal Flames, but I want like 80 because it's like 1 in 80 packs is like the SIR, like statistically. So I'm hoping to pull my first SIR out of Phantasmal Flames. So that's the goal with that. Yeah, I didn't know the whole like streaming thing. I just found out about this a couple nights ago, that you can like click on a stream and just scroll through people's streams. Oh no, did you leave? Am I all alone again? Oh, someone came back. Hey, is it JJ or somebody else? I'm gonna put One Piece back on. Yeah, I just got back into it like, gosh, maybe a year and a half ago. I did it when I was a kid, Gen 1, Gen 2, and I think a little bit of, it was the Gym Trainers and a little bit of Neo Genesis, and then I got into like Yu-Gi-Oh! And I played Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. And then, 2 years ago, I got all my old stuff out from when I was a kid and started selling my cards, and just to get some extra cash. And then I was like, I haven't bought a Pokemon pack in like 20 years. Let's go see if they actually still have them. Oh, they had them. It was before like the surge of like everybody going nuts. I had like 3-4 months where it's just loads of Pokemon cards all throughout the store. And then it was like right after Shrouded Fable, because that was the set that got me back into it, was Shrouded Fable. And right after that is when, yeah, October, November, December of last year, I think, is when it just started going nuts. And then it was just like, dang, all gone. But it's slow. It seems like it's slowing down now. Like I've been running into a lot of product a lot lately. So hopefully that's the case. Everyone seems to be switching over to One Piece. And that kind of stinks because that was always like, you can still find it when they reprint it pretty easily, but it was just like because I got into One Piece before it turned into where it's at now. And I mean, it was always on shelves, and now it's like everybody's buying it, everybody's going after it. It's like, ugh. But it's fun because it gives me stuff to talk about for like the videos, and how like keep track of the market, keeping track of the trends. Because I just don't do Pokemon. Like I said, I do One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball, Gundam I've gotten into in the last couple months. So I do a lot of different TCGs. I'm mainly focused on the ones that like are just like from my childhood, are the ones I like. Like there's a Union Arena is a TCG, and they have a Yu Yu Hakusho set. So I like to collect that set because I loved Yu Yu Hakusho when I was a kid. So that's how that's kind of where my collecting's at right now. I kind of just keep the cards I like and the sets I try to master. Everything else I just try to I like to pool, I like to make it for content, and then I like to grade it, or if it's not gradable, just sell it and someone else can enjoy it. But it's just fun, and my daughters love it, man, and it gives us both, or it gives us all of us something to just bond over, and then having all these videos and everything online that they can watch always. That's always cool. Just so it's like I got stuff on there, and I just started another channel. Not that I'm trying to do it like this channel, I'm trying to grow. The other channel's kind of just there, just for fun. But it's like I'm working on building a greenhouse right now. So I'm like uploading videos of like working on that. Right now I can't make any videos because it's too cold. I didn't know this, but the ground can freeze in certain parts of the world that are not like the North and South Pole. So the ground's frozen right now, so I can't dig because I'm trying to dig out the dirt to level it. And so I can't dig, and can't really do anything if you don't have a flat ground to build on. So I got my projects. I'm hoping to get. I should be able to get that done before spring, as long as the clay and the mud doesn't stay frozen. And then there's so many rocks, so many. The soil here is just awful. But that one I should be able to finish in a couple months, weather dependent. And then I want to, for 2026, I want to build a chicken coop, and or I have a shed I'm going to convert into a chicken coop, and I want to start off with like 5, maybe 6 chickens, and see how manageable that is with my schedule, and get some free eggs, grow my own fruits and vegetables, and not have to pay for any of that. I'm all about saving money and being frugal. So, and it just gives me I like it because it gives me, I never thought about that. Fish, that's a good idea. Well, what do you mean by fish? So like a fish tank, or like fishing, like catching fish? Like a koi fish pond? That could, because the koi fish pond, that could work because they can live in the. That's not a bad idea, man. That's kind of cool. So my house, it does have a. Yeah, they are pretty expensive. I'd rather buy Pokemon cards than koi fish. Along the side of the house, there's like, because it's a little bit of on a hill, and so there's like one of those streams, so it runs down the hill, and there's a little pond at the bottom, and then there's a pump that pushes it back up, and it recycles through, and it just runs the stream. But the pump's been like, it was broken when I bought the house. So there is a pond there, and I want to, my idea with that, before you mentioned this pond idea, was to just kind of remove it all and turn it into like a flower bed or a butterfly garden, because I can just like restructure. I can fill in the holes with dirt where the tarp's at that holds the water. And there's a path right through that I could just easily make a walk-through path through that. But now you got me wondering, maybe leave the pond, like I need to clear it all out and redo it because, you know, it hasn't been functioning for forever. But that would be a cool idea. Have the little pond right there and then have the flower garden above it. You got me thinking. But one project at a time. One project at a time. I got to finish the greenhouse first, and then the chicken coop is for all of 2026. I'm just getting into all this. I'm general handy, but I'm not like, let me sit here, measure it out, saw it out, do all this. So I want to get like really handy. I want to learn a lot. And it all started, I fixed my own car this year on all the stuff. I had to get a car or an inspection. So I was like, man, I really don't want to spend $2,500 to get my car fixed. So I learned how to like fix the brakes, fix the rotors, the catalytic converter, the air filters, all that stuff. You know, I spent $400 doing it myself instead of $2,500 paying somebody. And I'm like, this is way better. And it took me a day. It took me 4 or 5 hours with my buddy. So I'm like, dude, you just take a day to learn something and it saves you $2,000. Why not? And then you have the skill for the rest of your life. Like, yeah. See, the problem, there's a lot of things I want to do. The problem is I have two baby. One's a baby, one's a toddler, but I got 2 kids. And so but I mean, I wouldn't trade them for anything in the world. I love them to death. But yeah, it's difficult to do a lot of the stuff that you want to do when you're a parent. Now, I did so much when I was younger. So I definitely took advantage of being probably 22 to 30. I did a lot in that time frame. I mean, 18, but 22 to 30, I really took advantage of like doing a lot. And now I'm kind of in that phase of life, I guess, where I just kind of want to have my family settle down, and just learn how to take care of the things I have. And you know, when my kids are older, you know, and they're not going to want to hang out with me, and they're going to have their own friends and all that, I'm planning on doing more stuff like that, like maybe go back to school to be like a plumber or an electrician, and or a handyman, and like do like a trade job on the side or something, like have my own little trade job or trade business where I just do like local small jobs. But you know, nothing's quick, so it's just building what I got right now, and whatever I can find in the future as time goes on. But the YouTube thing, man, when I found out about all that, because I started researching it a lot after I got into it and started posting, and like when we got 50 followers, I'm like, man, and then I found out you can make money doing this. And I was like, how do you make money making videos? So I went into like a rabbit hole of just figuring all this out. And you can make money off of Instagram, Threads, which I didn't even know what Threads was. That's a new thing that's attached to. I don't even know what's the difference between Threads and Instagram. I don't really know the difference between all of them. I love YouTube. YouTube's been like my main thing for a long time. But now I got a Facebook page, I got an Instagram page, I got a Threads page, I got a TikTok, all of this connected. Starting to fall into my niche and find where that natural drift into like the content you want to do. Because I've been doing this for about 7 months now. And you know, when you first start off, you're just doing stuff. And like that stuff, I want to figure out how to do that stuff. Like, I know what Discord is, but I've never like seen it, been on it. I want to be able to like have like the camera that's on me, but also a kit like the 2 screen. They have the camera that's like my face, and then there's the little screen at the bottom there that shows like my pack opening. So there's like I haven't been a techie guy most of my life. So this whole like online tech world, it's very new to me. But it's funny enough. Like I was like, I'm just stay away. It's all crap, and most of the time it is. But once I figured out, like, if you use it as like something to build, like, you know, a way to build income or a way to build like fun content for people to watch or just have fun with it, like, social media is awesome. But it's like all this stuff about just like, here's a selfie, here's my food. I'm like, that I don't like. Do people really care about like what you ate for lunch or what clothes you wore for the day? I know that's just me. I know a lot of people do. I know, but it's like I never got anything out of it except an ego boost. And then as I got older, I was just like, man, this is dumb. So that's what kept me away from it a lot. Was I was just like, this is just like a thing to just like feed your ego and make you feel better about yourself from a dopamine hit. But once I found out that you can like, and gosh, thank my daughter, man. I'm so thankful for her and that idea. Using all these platforms to like build something so much better, so much more fulfilling. It's like, and like I was saying earlier in the video, like 1 or 2 people, even you, just like sitting here now, you just chatting with, it's so fun. I have no idea where you're at, what you're doing, but you, a random person in the world, stopped on my video, or like people who are like the red guy who was in here earlier, or girl. I'm not sure if red's a guy or a girl. Like they're a consistent follower on my channel. It's like, that's so cool. Some like people actually enjoy the content or the stuff I'm putting out, and it's just stuff I like. And nowadays, if you take a pic of your dog, you'll get tough. Sometimes, so I had, like I said, all this is new to me. So like, I'm looking at stuff like trying to figure out ideas, like what do people like? What do people like engage with? And like, sometimes I'm just like, man, it's so unfair. Like girls, they just like smile, lip sync, 200,000 likes. And it's like, why can't I just smile at the camera and people like, like, man. So I was like, I gotta actually work really hard to make this something. Dude, okay, let me make sure I'm pronouncing this right. I'm awful. Superman Stites? But I know who you are. I see you on my channel. Thanks for tuning in, man. Number 2 top fan. Number 2. I don't know if you're still in here, Superman. But I'm testing out the live stream feature for the first time. And whoever's tuning in, you guys are going to get a sneak peek of what's coming in a couple weeks. Once we hit that 500 sub mark, I'm going to do a massive, I'm trying to shoot for a minimum of 80 pack live stream opening. Hopefully more than that, but my goal is to pull my first SIR out of Phantasmal Flames. And Superman, oh yeah, there we go, Superman's Tights, gosh. See, I told you, I'm bad at pronouncing them. People got crazy names on here, man. But I'm doing a huge live stream pack opening. And so this is kind of like my test run. And people have been popping in, asking me questions, chatting with me. I've been having super fun. I was watching One Piece and just had the stream running, just trying it out, clicking through stuff. And then people started jumping in, and I was yelling at them to see if they could actually hear me. And I think I need to wear my microphone for the live stream so it'll be a little bit more clear. But yeah, it's been cool tonight. I think the most we've had in here so far is 16. But it's really cool that people are stopping in. And Red was in here. I don't know if you've seen him. He's the #1 top fan. And that's how I found out about the little crowns and things on the live stream. So I was like, this is cool. I guess you guys get experience points somehow. Maybe interacting with the channel. I was telling JJ earlier, this is all still new. Like, I'm 7 months new to this. Starting the channel was my first. I avoided tech, social media, all that stuff for most of my life. For a long time, I'm a paper and pencil kind of guy. And then my daughter wanted to do pack opening videos. And then about a month into that, I just fell in love with it and just started learning everything I could about it. But yeah, back to the thing. So once we hit 500 subs, we're doing a massive pack opening. I got like 40 packs right now, but I want to have at least 80 packs of Phantasmal Flames. I think I got like 27 or 28 right now. And then just like tins and collection boxes. But I want to pull my first SIR out of Phantasmal Flames. And then I'm going to try to figure out a way to do a giveaway with some of the cards during the live stream and then whatever else afterwards. Just kind of see what we pull and what I can give away to people for just tuning in for the first big live stream. And tomorrow night is the announcement for the winner for the ETB. So make sure you tune in for that. Are you talking about a YouTube online store or like my eBay store? I'm gonna go grab my drink real quick. I'll be right back. Ugh. It would be awesome if you did another channel where you play and react to games and videos. Dude, yeah. Yeah, I eventually want to have like 2, maybe 3 channels. I don't unfortunately play honestly, I don't play video games at all right now. I would love to be able to get back into them. Maybe in a couple years. My life is just so crazy. So I have a couple businesses and my kids and taking care of a house. I got my dog. I got all the projects I'm doing. So it's tough. It's definitely doable. It is doable to do all of it, but man, you gotta be on top of your stuff for sure, and you gotta push yourself a lot, especially if you're trying to have multiple channels. It's a lot of work. So the eBay store, I'm pretty sure the URL for that is in my my profile description. If you go to my channel and it's like a dad and his daughters trying to catch them all, blah blah blah. The eBay link is in there. I don't think I have access to YouTube store yet. I think to get that, it's like Super Chats, the YouTube store, and something else. You have to have 500 subs and 3,000 verified hours of long form content. So I think that's how you get access to the eBay store. So I don't have access to that yet, which is why 2026 I really want to hop on to all the shorts and everything, the pack opening stuff. That's all going to stay the same, but I'm going to add in more long form content. I would like to definitely have more of an impact, or not more of an impact, but just more of that going out as well. And hopefully, my goal is to be able to help ordinary people make money fast if they need to off of like TCG, or people who are looking for a different investment option. Maybe TCG is an investment option. So I'm really excited for 2026 with all the ideas. I got a lot of things. I got all of it up on my refrigerator, so I see it every day. I got like 5 pieces of paper with everything laid out for the year on what to do. And is your favorite vintage Pokemon card? Oh, that's a good question. Then thanks for checking out the store, man. Before I answer your question, I pulled the video's coming out Thursday morning, but I found some mini tins of Black Bolt and White Flare at Walgreens earlier this evening, and I pulled the Kyrium SIR out of the Black Bolt. And so that's up on there right now if you're interested in that. I got some of the big cards I got on there. There's the Latias. And make an offer too. Like the prices are on there, but they're not set. Like I'm not super stingy with the money. So it's like if it's under market, like this isn't like my job. Like it's just like if I can get money back to get more packs or whatever for videos, all the money I get just gets recycled back into the channel. So that's what selling the cards and all that's for. But yeah, I got the Mega Latias EX SIR from Mega. I just sold the Zoroark SIR from Journey Together. I got the Kyrium up there. Just put that up a little while ago. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff up there. I got stacks full. I got classic cards like Topps Chrome. I got a lot of those on there. Someone gave me a tote full for free of just all like first, second print of Topps Chrome base set cards. But what's my favorite vintage Pokemon card? The first one that always comes to mind is the Raichu. I love that card, but I mean, there's so many. So the Aerodactyl is another one that stands out for me. I got that at a, gosh, I was probably 8. It was a bookstore, old bookstore. I don't know if they're still around, but it's kind of like Barnes and Noble. But when I was a kid, and when Fossil came out, the bookstore was handing out the sealed Aerodactyls, and so that was why that card really stuck out to me, was because we went there. And I think that day too, we bought a Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh pack, and I pulled a Axe of Despair holographic out of that. But my favorite, hey, Grim Reaper, all right, sweet. We got a lot of top fans coming in. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This test run is turning out to be awesome. So Raichu, Aerodactyl, Flareon was always my favorite evolution out of the original 3. The Ancient Mew was a big card for me. Snorlax was huge. Hypno, it's funny because when I look at these things now, Hypno back when I was a kid, and Mr. Mime, in my mind when I was a kid, those 2 cards were like so, and Scyther, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, in my head as a kid, those were just huge cards. I have no idea why. And the Gengar was huge. But yeah, those are some of I mean, I love all of them because they're just nostalgic. But yeah, those are some of the big ones that I can remember with specific. And Blastoise, I remember we were at a family event. No, Gyarados, sorry. We were at a family event when I was like 7, and my dad gave me a Blastoise pack, and I opened it, and I pulled a holographic Gyarados out of it, and my brother didn't get anything. He didn't get anything out of his pack, and he was so mad. He got a holo when I did it. Oh, it was so funny. What's my favorite Pokemon set? So my favorite set, it says, because my last set, the last couple sets I remember from being a kid, it was base set 2, Fossil Jungle, Gym Trainers, and a little bit of Neo Genesis. And then after that, I got into like Dot Hack, Yu-Gi-Oh, and I started playing those. Pokemon I just collected, I never played. And then after that, it was nothing until about a year and a half ago, I got back in it, and Shrouded Fable was the set that was all over stores. It was the Kingdra and the Greninja collection boxes. And man, I remember those were just all over the stores. Hundreds everywhere. And now I'm like, oh, if I just picked up like 3 extra. But I never bought them because I always bought the, what was the other one? The other box that came with the promo card. King Gambit. I always bought the King Gambit because it was the cheapest one. And now I'm like, dude, I should have bought those other ones. But Shrouded Fable is my favorite because that was the set that got me back into collecting. And now I just need the 3 gold cards, and I'll have the whole set mastered. Dude, I don't remember. We might have got. I don't remember first edition, but my parents were like, "It's too expensive to buy packs all the time." So it's not like we got it all the time, but I'm sure there might have been a first edition at some point. But yeah, that would have been. I told my dad a couple weeks ago. I'm like, Dad, all you had to do back then was buy like 4 first edition sealed booster boxes. You'd have $1 million right now. Done. You'd be done. A spare fossil hypno do you have up here? Oh, I do not. I've never even thought about that. Dude, that'd be so cool if you sent that, man. That'd be great. No, that's something I never even thought about, a P.O. box. Because I mean that might make sense because I could just hook the my eBay account up to that as well and just use that P.O. box for eBay, and I've never thought about fan mail before. So this is awesome. I'm glad I did this tonight. This is so cool. Do you still have them? Or were they lost? Or did Mom throw them away or something? Where's my drink at? What did I do with my drink? I don't think I brought it in here. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I don't need that getting out there. As much as I love hanging out with you guys. Hey, JJ, thanks for tuning in. And if you could give us a subscribe, that'd be great. And if you like TCG stuff or want to enter into any giveaways in the future, we'll be here. I plan on doing this for a while, and it's still growing. So stay tuned, man. Just check us out. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for chatting tonight. You made my night. Yeah, it's always something like that. It's like my mom got rid of them, or they're probably in the basement somewhere, or one of my nieces or nephews, or my kids got them. There's always something. Yeah. I got in like 2-3 months before like the huge, like crazy surge of everybody like taking it happened. And I was telling, it might have been JJ earlier. Oh yeah. Oh, that sucks. It's so dangerous to give them to kids. Like it's funny. My 5-year-old, she was my mom was looking at her cards and she goes, "Be careful. Do not bend it." I was like, good. I was like, we have good card manners. We handle the cards with care. Now my 1.5-year-old, it's funny because she copies me now when she gets cards. Like anytime, when you get a hit, you're like, ooh, oh. And so she started doing this thing now because I give her the cards when we're going through packs. She'll go, ooh, ooh. It's so funny. And people have no idea. They're just like, here's $100. Here's a Charizard. It's like, yeah, when I pulled out all my old cards and was selling them before I got back into, that's what got me back into collecting. I pulled out all my old cards and was selling them because I needed some cash for some personal stuff. And that got me to go, and I was like, dude, I haven't bought a Pokemon pack in 20 years. And looking back on selling those cards, I didn't have anything crazy, but I had, first base set and second, or base set 2. And I had a base set 2 Charizard, and thinking back, I sold it for $200, so I got a good amount for it. But I was like, man, I bet that probably could have gotten, because it was clean. I was like, I bet that could have gotten a 7 or 8 in PSA. I was like, with my brother, gave a bunch of them away on the school bus, brother. Oh, dude. Yeah, those, man. That's why, like, One Piece is blowing up right now. It's like, I mean, everybody's all the scalpers and everybody who's in it for just like strictly like making money, following the trends. It's like that's probably going to be a big staple. I really believe One Piece is going to be a big staple in TCG now. Um, yeah, I think Grim, you tuned in after I said this, but I I got into a one collecting One Piece back when the Volume One and Volume Two sets were out, um, and it's funny enough. I pulled the SP, and I don't know if you guys know anything about One Piece or you just are strictly Pokemon, but the SP cards in One Piece are like the big cards now that everybody wants. I remember, and at the time I didn't know what I pulled, but I pulled an SP Gecko Moria from OP08, and it was cool. I was like, oh, this is a cool looking card, and I got a 10 on it, and I sold it for like $90 because nobody really, it wasn't a big S. It wasn't like a huge chase out of the set. It wasn't like one of the main SPs, but an SP's an SP. Um, but now I'm like, oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. But that's the market. That's the game. That's what, that is what, and new sets come out. Like you always have an opportunity. It's, yeah, it was cool. And I had no idea what I pulled. No clue. I was like, oh, this is a cool card. Nice. I was like, oh, this is like a $50 card. Cool. And now it's like, that was an SP. That was an SP. No clue. Oh. But yeah, if you're not into One Piece, I mean, it's fun. It's just fun to collect, but the cards are great. Like, the cards are awesome looking, the texture. Um, but I think I watched like the first 6 seasons of One Piece when I was a kid, right before the time skip, like a season or two before that. And so when I got into collecting One Piece cards, I started rewatching it. And then, 6, 7, 8, 9 months later, it's all exploding, and I'm like, no, why? No, just go back to Pokemon. This is my TCG. I don't want this all disappearing off the shelves either. But I got Dragon Ball too. I like collecting Dragon Ball, certain Dragon Ball sets, like the new set Saiyan's Pride. I really like that because it's got a lot of the Saiyans. Manga 2 is a big one I like just because it's all like Frieza and Cell Saga. So I like collecting a lot of the card sets from the shows or from the cards I collected when I was a kid. Like Yu Yu Arena, they have a Yu Yu Hakusho set out, and I like collecting that one because I just rewatched that last year or earlier this year. I love that show. If you've never watched Yu Yu Hakusho, check it out. Check it out. Such a good show. And One Piece 2, if you haven't checked it out. I'll tell you, the first 7, 8 seasons drag, but they're vital. They're vital for the show because it does all the character development and the backstories. It's like it gives you that, so you know what you're getting involved in the future episodes. It's like if you started after the time skip, you'd be like, what's going on? Or even if you started like near the Kaido fight when they do all the replays of everything, you'd be like, what? So it's like starting it is rough for One Piece, but once you get through that rough patch, man, it gets so good. And from what I hear in the little shorts and clips I've seen of like current day episodes, whoo, it's good. It's good. Dude, yeah, for real. Like, I had no idea about textured cards. I didn't even know that was a thing when I found out when I got my first textured card. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, yeah, and Fool Arts. That was a new one for me when I got back in. I was like, what is all this new stuff? 3 hollows in a pack, the 2 reverses in a hollow. Or I was like, they got 3 hollows in it? Yeah, it was just like a whole new world. I was like, man, I got a lot of catching up to do. But I got obsessive with it like I do a lot of things I get into. And I just started learning. And watching. And just because I liked it so much, I feel like this is true for anybody. If you like something enough, it's pretty easy to learn about. So with catching up on the last 20, 25 years of Pokemon, it's a lot, and probably 5%. That's probably how much I know. But I mean, it's just fun to learn about, and you just learn as you go. I mean, watching like Pokerev or Coop or Pokenotify, or just all these people who are doing all these things. Um, like Pokerev, I watched him a lot early on, and through watching him, I learned a lot about all the old sets I missed out on. And there's still so many I don't know about. Like I've familiarized myself with like Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield, because I got back in near the sword or the Scarlet and Violet, the end of the Scarlet and Violet era, right before Surging Sparks came out. So I even missed most of the Scarlet and Violet era hype. Yeah, dude. Yeah, One Piece, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, Pokemon, um, Gundam. Gosh, what were the other shows? There's Toonami and Adult Swim, man. Whew, golly, loved those when I was a kid. Dude, I know. I don't know why. I like Shrouded Fable, man. I don't understand why it like people. I don't even know if people don't even say so much bad about it. I don't like. There's just nothing said about it, and it's such a cool set. Like the arts of Okadogi, Pheasantipity, and Monkey Dory, the illustration rares. They're so cool looking. I like that. I think those illustration rares compete with the SIRs. It's like, what would those look like with texture on them? Like, I love those cards. And the new Pheasantipity coming out for whatever Mega Dream is called, Ascended Heroes. That's my chase. That Pheasantipity. I love Pheasantipity, obviously.